Good morning, friends, and welcome to my channel. This is part 2 of powerful skills for preventing relapse every day. And I'm taking things from Paula Friedman from her book of addiction recovery, as well as things I've learned. And she writes down, in a magical fantasy world, you could simply eliminate relapse triggers from your life. Here on planet Earth, however, stress and triggers are par for the course. And knowing this, there are certain steps we can take for ourselves to really become successful in our recovery. So today I'm going to be sharing a couple things from her, and also just things from what I've learned. We're going to do a little self-reflection. And what is self-reflection? It's meditation or a serious thought about one's character, actions, and motives. And we're going to just go into 3 questions, and I'm going to just give you 3 tips to help you reduce relapse risk. And I just want you to know that wherever you're again finding yourself today, recovery is very possible and healing is absolutely possible. But the only way that we can heal is truly walking and identifying the things and the triggers that are constantly plaguing us and moving us into a place of bondage, and what these strongholds are doing in our life. And as we go through this series, and just really just identifying the things that are keeping us in bondage, I'm praying that you would really be released from these strongholds, and that you would begin walking through the pain, whatever it might be. And some of us, it could be a divorce, a loss of a relationship, a loss of a loved one. Sometimes it's even just the surroundings we're finding ourselves in. It could have been a crisis, the pandemic, a car accident, just so many different things, a natural disaster, but so many different things that come into play that can lead us into addiction if we're really just not walking through it and seeking out someone that we can trust to help us walk through these tragedies. So here are 3 tips for reducing relapse risk. And then we're going to do 3 questions of self-reflection. This is going to be a short video, and tomorrow we'll dig in a little bit more, and each day a little bit more. And if you are in need and of counseling, I am very available. You can actually go to my website. It's linked right here on my YouTube channel, and you can get a free appointment and evaluation. And I'm hoping that you would take advantage of that. And let's go. Number 1, tips for reducing relapse risk is to build a support system. And a support system includes our treatment team. So this can be a therapist, a sponsor we get through AA or NA, Gambling's Anonymous, whatever it is that you need to help recover, a partner, and friends. Sometimes it is just one friend that can help us just be accountable. And usually that's the sponsor, but also having a friend that you can depend on and be open and truthful with is really important in our recovery. Also, getting a therapist, a coach, a counselor to talk to you about these things that are constantly weighing you down. And number 2 is identify relapse triggers. This can be people, places, and things that are associated with your using. And then number 3 is consider avoiding situations where drugs or alcohol will be present. Now, I know you can go to the grocery store to get groceries and there's alcohol there. You can go to the gas station and get your gas and there's alcohol there. You can't avoid that, but you can avoid going down the aisle. You need to just stay focused on the task at hand. I'm going to the gas station to get gas, not to pick up a bottle or a beer. I'm going to the grocery store to get food because I'm hungry. I can avoid going down the alcohol aisle because I know where it's going to lead me. It's going to lead me back into the pit. So I'm going to avoid that aisle. And as far as drugs, we don't go to people or places where we know that is available, whatever that drug of choice is. So those are just 3 tips for reducing relapse. Now, our self-reflection is going to be really just going into a deep sense of what that is. And self-reflection is really in need. It's dealing with all the elements of our physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Self-reflection has to do with all of these elements. And with self-reflection, we look at ourselves with interest, curiosity, and inquiry. And particularly when exploring our thoughts, behaviors, and emotions. You should really be careful as we're beginning this self-reflection because it can be dangerous if it becomes obsessive. In such a case where self-judgment takes its place and your inner critic comes out. So as we're going through self-reflection, and this is going to be quite a few videos because we're going to dig deep into self-reflection. But today, 3 questions. And you can answer them quickly, but I would like to say let it just spark some deeper thinking into yourself and the season in life that you are. So the first one, am I using my time wisely? Am I using my time wisely? And number 2, am I taking anything for granted? Am I taking anything for granted? And number 3 is, am I living true to myself? Am I living true to myself? Take the time and answer those questions and do some self-reflection on those 3 questions. Let's begin setting yourself up for success today by taking the steps to just really go from not just surviving, but striving. Now, addiction is not going to just disappear overnight. It's going to be hard work. It took you a long time to get where you're at. It's going to take you a while to recover. So I pray in Jesus' name that He would take every stronghold away from you, and that you would know your self-worth, that you would be encouraged today of His unfailing love, forgiveness, and that you would call upon Him for strength today. I'm telling you, self-reflection is more than just physical and emotional and mental. It's spiritual. And it's an essential skill for personal growth. And without it, we walk around unconscious and often reactive to others and even our own selves. So today, let's really set ourselves up for success by addressing our addiction, walking through it. And tomorrow we'll talk more about this. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a blessed day.